I had a super curiosity in this trip. This train is gonna take us to Italy from underneath the mountain. How to go from one country to another country on a train but sitting inside a car. The sky is covered with clouds toward the mountain. Technically, we are covered in clouds. So this is not a parking lot. We are waiting on this red light signal is because we are waiting for a train. And it's been a while. It's been like more than 25 minutes. We've been waiting here with everyone else, and sometimes we got out of the car. And finally the train has arrived. So what you're seeing here right now is my car is driving on a train, and it is more like a tunnel, and you see other cars are driving in front of me, and we are trying to fill up this train because we are going to one destination to another. The trip is gonna be from Switzerland to Italy, and one of the reasons we did that is because destination we were heading to, it will be much more easier to take this route, and quite frankly this is something we were not aware of. So finally the train started running, and we're just sitting and chilling in the car. As you can see that I'm totally sitting idle. My car is turned off, so all other cars, we are going to the mountain on the both side, and this is the beauty of Switzerland. Beautiful view, scenery, the trees are going along, and so is the temperature. So obviously you cannot get out, and you have to be sitting here. You can grab a bite and definitely have some chit chat. So anyways, this is actually one station we're passing by, and we are not going to make a stop, I believe, and everything seems pretty calm. It's not so many people in the train station. As you can see, there is nobody. We are going to this station through the Alps of Switzerland. Here's one thing I actually have to mention. Did you know that Alps actually spread across different countries like Germany, Switzerland, Italy, and I believe there are other countries. I cannot remember top of my head. Maybe we can use that on it using AI. Now we are going into a tunnel, and we're gonna come right out. I'm sure that there is a tunnel. And by the way, this is actually one flyer they handed to me while getting on the train is for with the rules and regulation what not to be done. Oh wow, beautiful. Here is this earth-shaped roads around Switzerland. There are some cars waiting, and we're just gonna make one stop, and we're gonna come out soon. Oh, so looks like we are making a stop, and yeah, we are in the Alps. I believe I mentioned earlier that there is this famous highway in Switzerland called Furka Pass, and it has many curves, and it is well known. And if you really look up on the internet about the most curviest highways around the world, then Furka Pass definitely comes to. And when you search online, you will see this picture, actually this view on the internet. There are few hotels along the way on Furka Pass, and I haven't had much story of the hotel I was staying at. Especially it was more like an Airbnb with 5 bedrooms. It was on my Facebook reel and Facebook post about that places, and it was fascinating. It was amazing. That place was so beautiful, and quite frankly I did not know that that location was on top of a mountain, and I had to be very careful simply because I had no idea while I was driving at night. So I'm making curves after curves, and one thing you must keep in mind if you are driving at Furka Pass, especially when you are going upward, is because you need a vehicle, a car, or more like a van or a SUV with a 4x4 transmission, because the issue I had was my car was heavy, filled with people and things. While I was going upward, at one point the engine was blowing steam, so I had to make a stop to cool down the car before heading up there. So definitely you need a good car. One thing I must mention, that as much time I spent in Switzerland, it was definitely a great experience, because when you have the sunlight, you are definitely going to enjoy each and every scene, location you travel through. It is beautiful for sure. Every place that I've been to in Switzerland came out to be extremely clean. You are not going to find any dust. Actually, you're going to find dust, but you're not going to find any trashes or any type of littering. That is something I really have to give it to them. People are friendly. They smile. Even you ask them a silly question or something, they are not going to get annoyed. Like some places I've been to around the world, people here are going to respond to you with a smile, and you will feel more welcomed. So you can definitely say these people are happy. Switzerland people are happy. When it comes to pricing, Switzerland is very expensive, that is for sure. Especially if you come to European Union, you will definitely find places that are expensive. But when it comes to pricing in Europe, I think Barcelona is probably not as pricey as you might think when it comes to comparison. But Switzerland is definitely expensive. I'm not going to disclose any prices here because there are so many individuals with negativity, which I actually doesn't bother much. But at the same time, I'm definitely gonna suggest that if you are going to travel to Europe or anywhere, it doesn't matter anywhere. It could be your next town. You should definitely do some research because you should know some kind of idea before being at a location. Probably is going to surprise you later on. But I can definitely tell you one thing, that my expectation was one price, but I ended up spending double. So now this is a showroom, and I always had this curiosity that when I came to Switzerland, I only seen German-made cars, and my curiosity was how much they cost, how much people pay for these vehicles. So I'm going to scan this car because I cannot see the price from here. The showroom is closed. So this is an Audi, and I'm gonna zoom in because the camera I'm using, I can definitely zoom in. So it seems like this is 209,000 franc. This card is 209,000 franc. And if I convert this into US dollar, which comes to $230,000 as of today's market. Actually, it's a little more than that as of today's market. So, wow. Seriously, this car costs 230,000 US dollars? I'm just speechless. Let's just move on to the next segment of the video. So currently we are at a situation where we have no idea where we are. We were following it. The GPS was telling us to go through this route, and the road is closed in front of me, just on the screen. Yep, the road is closed. So there is this woman. I made some drive around the neighborhood, and I couldn't find any other places to go to that road or any reroute. But the destination I'm going to, if I take another route, is going to take me 6 hours to go. But as per GPS Waze, it takes only 3 hours if I take it this direction, and the road is closed. I'm waiting for a train and I cannot find any of them. I see just trains are passing by one after another. Well, if you search in Google which country has the most train, Switzerland is the country of train. And I mentioned in another episode in this channel. So currently we are standing on a train station, and this is the car right here. And if you look at it, this is the one and only vehicle in this train station waiting for the train. We've been standing here for a long time, and it is pretty late at night. There is nothing open, not even the coffee store. And finally the train has arrived. Now if you look right here, the train has arrived, and this train, not people, is filled with cars with people in it actually. So this is the first time actually I have seen, as I mentioned earlier, we got on a train car earlier on the daytime, and this is the night time. So we have to go to Italy, and to go to Italy, 3 hours of time. Train car is actually the vehicle we need to get on to go to Italy along the way. So let me recap, is we are going to Italy, and while we were driving around, we had to go through the Alps. But the thing is, as the GPS was showing, we have to go through this route. If we go through the Alps, it's going to take more than 3 hours extra. But driving in the Alps is very dangerous. It is curvy. It takes a lot of time. You have to drive slow. So while I was asking somebody locally, while I lost my direction, this German man requested the lady there and it's the station master to let us in so we can go to Italy. And people are really friendly here, as I mentioned. Now it is around 10 p.m., which is a late night for Switzerland. Everything is closed. We're going to go to Italy. This is the car we have to get on that train, and there's going to be other car unloading in a moment. And I showed you earlier how to get on that train, and we're gonna be on to our destination. So now we are getting on the train. As you can see, this gentleman showing us how to get on the train. Yep, we are the one and only and the first one to be on it. And the price wasn't actually that bad. The train started moving. So we are off to Italy. Earlier, I showed you the same video in a daytime. The car is completely turned off. And yep, it's going to be another exciting ride. And I think there are certain people might find this very exciting because this is one of a lifetime experience. And this is something very regular for the local. And I was thrilled and very surprised to be in it. So now, after almost 1 hour, we are finally in Italy. So right now, we are getting off at Italy. And once I get off this vehicle, the train, I shouldn't be making any videos because it is totally prohibited. So currently, I'm gonna go back and show you Interlaken. That's something I did not show at the beginning. So let me give you some basic idea about Interlaken. Now let me give you some factors about Interlaken. Why people go there, why it is so popular, especially for the Indian population. And I'm not even kidding, I see more Indian than anybody else in that area. The name Interlaken means between lakes, and it sits between the Lake Thun and Lake Brienz. Its gateway to the Jungfrau region is the main base for exploring the nearby Alpine peaks of Eiger, Monch and Jungfrau, some of Switzerland's most iconic mountains. Interlaken is connected of some of the Switzerland's most scenic railway routes, including the Golden Pass Line, the Loschberg Line, and the Jungfrau Railway. During the 19th century, Interlaken became a favorite of European aristocrats and artists. The Victoria Jungfrau Grand Hotel, opened in 1865, remains an icon of luxury. The harbor calm viewpoint, reached by a funicular in just 10 minutes, offers breathtaking view of the lakes and the snow-capped Jungfrau Massif. And it is extremely popular among the Indian tourists. Several Bollywood movies have been filmed here, and as I mentioned, the town even has a statue of Yash Chopra, the legendary Indian filmmaker. You could do boat cruises to take a scenic cruise on the boat Lake Thun and Lake Brienz, surrounded by steep cliffs, waterfalls, and fairy tale villages. The town grew around a 12th century Augustinian monastery, which gave the area its original name, Interlakos, which is between the lakes in Latin. In summer, Interlaken is perfect for hiking, boating, and paragliding, and in winter it becomes a base for skiing in nearby resorts like Grindelwald and Wengen. This is something you definitely want to check out. As you can see behind me, that I'm just going to walk over to this bay area, and it is more like a lake. And as you can see, mountains are all over my places. And if I'm pointing this way, there are other mountains, hundreds, thousands of mountains, and the top of Europe is that way. If you look at the lake, then it is so green because it is not processed. There are some natural inhabitants on this lake that no one actually are allowed to fish, especially the places I've been to. And people just come here to enjoy on the yacht, some canoeing, and people just come here for the joy. Well, one thing definitely you must understand, there are people comes from all over the world, and look at this clear water that it feels like that you can just go and jump in it and you can see the bottom of the lake, what is there. So I'm just going to go down and try to jump. Shit! Not really. So this water is so fresh, and it just feels like, I could drink it right now. These waters are coming from the falls, from different falls across or different mountains, and this is something you should experience. One thing I suggest, people should research before coming to a location like this, and I can definitely help with some advices and tips. There are other places people should experience in Switzerland as well. I'm just going to end this video by saying that you can share, and definitely I'm going to see you in another episode at another location. Thank you.